of a fun community and things to get into. How about the most degen shitcoin meme coin that came out of nowhere
Oh my
this
gosh,
past week,
dude.
the Hosky token. You guys see this?
Yes.
All over Twitter, Discord. I mean, if you were in the cNFT world, I don't know how you didn't see it and you missed it. Dude, I had a fun story. It was when we were talking, I think TJ, before the last podcast that we had recorded last week. El Tano shot me a message when we were going back and forth about something, and he goes, "Dude, check this out." And he sent me the Hosky Discord, and I clicked into it, and I'm like, "What the hell is this?" Like, I just saw people posting all this stuff, and I'm like, I've got time to get into this thing right now. I'll see what it is, and then all of a sudden it got popular and popular, and everybody on Twitter started talking about it. And I finally jumped in. And I'm like, screw it, what is this thing? And I think TJ, we were talking, it was like the doggy bowl. We clicked on it, and you send 2 ADA, you get back like 1.5 ADA, so it costs you half an ADA, and you get like million to billions of coins of these Hosky tokens that are worth literally nothing at all, like $0.
Yeah.
But the community loved the fact that it was worth nothing, and that they just started hammering, and everybody, it just became like a community thing. If you didn't have the Hosky stuff, like, where were you? You're not part of the community right now.
It was just insane to me to see that some people are actually making transactions with that. I mean, I don't know how real they were, but someone bought supposedly a space bud with it, and someone else traded 15,000 ADA for like a billion Hosky tokens.
I feel like the space bud one, like he had to send that to himself. There's no way someone
probably. I'm
it's
just like,
be,
what?
Everybody was talking about it, dude. It's literally worth nothing.
You literally just gave it away.
So much money, they did it for the memes. Like, that's ridiculous.
I believe they definitely did it for the memes. Like, that was the whole point of them, I think.
Well, it was no, I mean the space buds trade though. Like, to do that, if you actually did that for real, oh no way.
No, our good old Hosky token, man, and it's taken over though, like literally taken over the ecosystem. I believe it was even like, I'd have to go back and look at the actual thing. It was like in the actual Cardano ecosystem, like Hosky token was listed as like one of the like most trafficked things throughout the week because of how big it blew up in the cNFT community.
Oh, it's funny, they post all the time that like they stand by they'll never be worth anything.
Oh, they tell everybody it's like this, like, I have 5 million Hosky, I'll be right, 0.
Well, no, the other joke
always
now,
pegged to $0.
The other running thing is that it's the most stable coin because it never changes. It never, like, the value's never going to change on it. You can always get the same from it. It was one of the ones I saw first. You know, I saw people retweeting it and just started ignoring it because I'm thinking this is another nonsense shit coin that people are just going to try and pump. And if you got in really early on, I'm sure you'll make money on it, but eventually it's going to crash, and I'm just not going to do the research to look at what point we're at. And then just kept seeing it more and more. And then you told me about that website, Tommy, where you just send, I mean, it ends up being half an ADA, and they'll give you, hey, we may give you 100 billion. And it's like, this sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's like, you can get this, you can get this. You're not going to know what you're going to get. We're just going to send you something. But their doggy bowl that they have is literally down. It's like, we have, you know, in fact, we have 50 trillion tokens will be loaded once it comes back online. These guys, they're so in demand right now that they couldn't even keep up with the transactions. They had to shut it down right now because he's like, you can still grind Hosky once it comes back up. Like, people are just sending money. I think even Joel Madden had tweeted back at them. Basically, they've had a fun tweet to him, like, hey Joel, heard you been to the doggy bowl, not sorry about the grind, no upcoming celebrity bowl, gotta grind like the rest of us idiots. And he goes, so their community is, I mean, they're, how many followers they're at on Twitter right now? They're like over 10,000, I think now. 12.6 thousand followers already.
They're following one person.
Dude, yeah, I don't know who they're following. Charles Hoskinson, that's awesome. So the founder of Cardano.
Well, it's like the digital. You guys keep track of competition. I know, but it's like the digital version of changing out your currency, like for a country that has terrible inflation or something. And those countries are ones that don't exist, where at one point they had $10 billion bills, and you can change out like $20 and get just a stacks of money because their inflation's so bad. It's like the digital version of that. Like, you know, you pay half of an ADA and you get 10 billion of a coin back. Say you're a billionaire.
Tokens.
Hosky token billionaire.
Dude, I love the fact that they're like, yeah, this is definitely a rug pull. Like, you know, guys, don't worry about it. We're fine. I think they posted, I'm trying to see where it, oh yeah. And they posted an update in their thing, or we are pulling the plug temporarily. Like, so they joke about it all the time. Like, literally, this is worth nothing. You guys are idiots for buying this, but we love the fact that you guys are buying it, and the community, their meme game is on point. for whoever's running their
Yeah,
social
whoever's
media.
running that is doing a great job.
Dude, I love following them. And I think that it's fun because the community is all rallying around it too. They just embrace the joke. Like all the big name people who are tweeting out to them all the time. There's like, yo, like the guy Jack over there, he's like, what do you call it? Most people aren't even aware of this. Did you also know that 1 in every 10 people own Hosky? Like all these people are just talking about this stuff. I'm pretty sure there's 9 if Cardano man's out there talking about it as well. There's so much community going around this thing, and this is what I was actually talking about, like the stable coins, and Hosky token pops up with like actual legit tokens, like
that is so funny.
It's the most stable.
It's the most stable thing. It'll always be zero. It's pegged to the zero.
Well, I wonder how many people actually saw what you just posted and were like, "What's this Hosky token? I gotta get it now." And they realized they got nothing.
Dude, they should definitely go get it. Not financial advice because it's not worth anything. But yeah, they always make sure to note that it's worth $0. So, and the guy who traded the space bets for it, I'm pretty sure it was more for like the publicity stunt of it. Obviously, yeah, it's worth nothing. So somebody was like, yeah, somebody just gave away a space bud. So I hope that whatever that transaction was, he was either good friends with that guy or he just traded it wallet to wallet. Yeah. But so it's just fun though. Like, and they're even doing a dig at ETH, like ETH 2.0 roadmap, the little thing. We've got to lower our stand. It's hard to beat this. So, but yeah, the Hosky token definitely took over, and I've got it definitely a few million myself, just sitting around on my wallet. No idea what it'll do with it. It'll just sit there forever, worth nothing. But
how funny! It'll be tied into a drop sometime or something.
Dude, yeah, you got to own a few billion to pay.
I did see on cNFT Tools someone already jumped in on the Hosky name and had a project with Hosky in it.
I've seen people trying to mint some Hosky tokens on the actual pool thing. So, yeah, man, that was definitely a shout out to the most shit coin, meme coin, the most prestigious one though. And they're definitely fun.